What's up, you guys? I am your hostess with the Moses, Bmaz Fishing out on the Harris chain. We got two. Goodness. Goodness, there's some fishies. There's a little. Fish. Same as last time, man. They just a little tap, just a little one, and they gone. But we're not looking for those, so I don't want to spend too much time, like I said, in here. I wasn't gonna stop. I was gonna go to the spot I found, a group I found last time, and then start looking for some new stuff. But there was just too many fish in here to ignore. Got anybody on? We got one on. What's going on? Slow morning for viewers. Here, a little drop in the grass over here. Jesus. We got three so far. Nothing big though. One keeper probably. Probably all keepers, but you know what I mean. Pound and a half ish. Keep catching them away from my mark though. Like I was saying, this grass is all a little bit different. There's areas that have grass that didn't, and then the grass that was there is not there, so it's kind of strange. Some of this non-invasive stuff kind of took over some areas as they pulled out the hydrilla, but I tell you, it's already getting hot, which we've got no wind. Too soon. That's the other thing. You got to wait on them. He had it all wadded up, but he didn't have it the way he needed to have it. Well, I thought I was going to have it to myself. Somebody. Got the sombrero on today, guys. When this sun starts really beating, it helps a lot. Like I said, it's nice to catch fish, but I typically don't get big ones in here. But I mean, they're in here. Not finding a sweet spot per se, but these fish are moving around. They're chasing. Last time it looked like needlefish, guard type bait. Now today it looks like shad. There's a little dimple over here in the grass. These fish were sitting. But I mean, they're roaming through these opening areas. If you're tuning in, thank you. I appreciate it. Fortunately, can't see there. Just to have some type of transmitter right around here, but if I that up here, you're not going to see what's going on. So, well, the surface activity sure has slowed down in here. Water temps, what, 88, almost 89 degrees. And there's fish everywhere. It's like once that sun kind of lifts up above that tree line, Those look small. Nice little clean spot. It just fell in. So we're gonna marinate it for a minute. The line's getting hung on some of this floating stuff, unfortunately. Time for the sunglasses. All right, we're gonna make a cabinet this last cast, and then we're gonna move out. Here he is. Little, just a peckering with it. Yeah, I don't want one more cast. One more cast. We kind of moved out of this. It's a little more open over here. This area over here is usually where they're coming up a little bit. Some muck grass. It's at least green, but it and some eelgrass. All right, for real, it's the last cast. Unless we catch one that makes us reconsider. Yeah, see, they're coming up over here. I typically don't lie like this, guys, but you know, things change. Decide you want to take another cast. They're small, but I mean, there's usually some good ones in there. Oh, look at them. A lot of new real estate. You know, I think it's been there, but they're expanding. You know, some docks that weren't here. This one that cleared all a lot of area. There he is. Little tool. That's number 4, but like I said, the second one was decent keeper size, but this ain't what we came here for. So, we got anybody on? I got 10 people. What's up, guys? If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe to the channel if you will. What's up, Rock Nemo? Finally see you back at it. Yes, buddy. It's been what, 2 weeks with the, I know I've had the boat about 3 probably. What's up, Mike? Today on At the River Turns. Today on At the River Turns. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. I'm up on the Harris chain. So we got 4. I was late. I don't know how I got, well, I do. I usually avoid the shower in the morning when I come up here. Well, most. But I didn't, and I think I lost 30, 40 minutes. Then I had to get gas. You know how it goes. Like I said, I feel like if I'm not here when it's dark, waiting for it to get light, I feel like I'm late. And I mean, I know my day is going to be predictive. Well, I know it's going to be hot, so it's not going to predict it. It's not going to be a long day, probably, unless we get some halfway decent breeze. But yeah, I wasn't going to stop in here. I got a video probably come out tonight. I mean, it's done. It'll be out tonight. Came up here last week to the Harris chain, so I figured I'd come back. I hit one little area, and that's pretty much where I spent most of my day. So I might move around more and see what's going on. A lot of new grass out here. A lot of new areas. The water's low too. I know some of my lines that were in 8, you know, I was like in 5 feet, and I was thinking, man, they killed the grass. But then I'm like, no, my marks are right here. So just the water's shallower. It doesn't look super shallow at the ramp though. Oh, my glasses are all fogging up. It's already getting steamy. All right, one more cast. Keep saying that, right? I do. You know, there's some good ones if you can kind of find that sweet spot. But I don't, like I said, I don't know if there is one because they're just kind of moving around with this bait. But there's groups everywhere. As the river turns, is that like as the world turns? Is that what you're saying? Soap opera? Just throwing the Cinco around seemed to be the bait of choice. It's funny, I marked those fish over there, but I hadn't really caught any on that mark. can probably hear them. I mean, they're coming up all over the place over here. Not, I mean, not like viciously, but I think they're small. Well, I know they're small. We're just trying to see if we can pluck a good one. There's one. Oh, you got my worm. All right, we're gonna roll to the next area and see if we can get on some better somethings. And that's the way it goes. That's the way it be sometimes. Yeah, I've got the boat back. Three, almost 4 weeks. Got 18. What's up, guys? I hate to get off. What's up, small waters? We up here on the Harris chain. I'm gonna run to my spot and get positioned in this area, and I'll log back in. I hate to get off with all you guys on, but I don't want to get all this stuff wet. I will be back in 5 minutes. I promise. Stay tuned.